Rise and shine, pretty ones. With us this hour is Runt from the Jivin Scientists. We're going to rap with them about their music, their recent album release, Tucson, Arizona, and fishing. I'm also going to be drawing him a DuckTales and Army of Darkness themed piece, so duct tape those screaming children's mouths and join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? Stop what you're doing and listen. DOD45.
This is the DOD45 Show, drawing over discussions 45 minutes with a special guest. Welcome. I'm your host and resident artist, Tai of Art by Tai, and with my co-host, Adrienne Taiwali'i, we're having conversations with people who I admire and am inspired by. On this episode, I'll set a 45-minute timer, put my pen to the paper, and we'll learn about our guest through an interview-style discussion. So stay right here with us to experience some laughs and maybe even learn a thing or two.
DOD45.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Greetings, Earthlings. It's another episode of the DOD45 Show. Hey, Adrienne.
Yeah?
Did you know that, I just read this, but did you know that dinosaurs, had feathers? Scientists have feel like
I did know that.
all dinosaurs, like even T-Rex.
They weren't scaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
How did you know that?
Maybe a year ago, I think that came out.
Was it an article or something? I just saw it.
Well, you know how they do. They just pass around those articles around different news sources.
Huh. Well, I thought that was kind of neat.
Well, I mean, you think of all the birds. Is there a featherless bird?
I don't know, I don't know, but but vultures, oh yeah, vultures have feathers. So wait, but you say because birds, but I guess what, do they say dinosaurs are all birds?
All birds are dinosaurs.
Or, yeah. Well, what classifies as a bird? Wings? Beaks?
Birds.
Feathers?
Birds classify as birds.
I know, but what classifies something as a bird?
I don't know. Cold-blooded thing with little feet.
Oh, are birds cold-blooded? I don't.
Aren't they?
I don't know.
I swear they are. That's what.
What are reptiles? Are they cold-blooded? What's a turtle?
That's a reptile.
I know, but is a turtle cold-blooded?
Yes.
And birds are cold-blooded? Oh, you don't. I mean, yeah, you don't have to look it up. I don't know.
Now I'm
intrigued.
Well, sorry. Now I'm questioning my knowledge.
Well, yeah, and there might be a few like microphone kind of adjustments and stuff. I kind of set up a new spot where Adrienne
I'm way off.
is standing.
Sorry.
I don't think birds are cold-blooded, are they?
They're capable of generating internal heat and are classified as homeotherms.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, this is all mammals. Birds have a normal temperature between 106 and 109. There you go. Because I'm always wondering, too, about their feet in the water in the freezing lakes.
And what are humans, 98.6?
Something like that.
Well.
But what about it?
Nothing at all. I was going nowhere with it. I just saw it, and I thought that was pretty. I guess I maybe knew that.
Endothermic. Birds are endothermic.
Also, just kind of trying to speeding along. Here's this. I finished this drawing over the weekend. I figured I'd show it. What do you think of it? Can you see it? It's
you need to take it out of that plastic.
It's for it's cover art for a few Vast Air and Cannibal Ox tracks that I linked up through a dude through Liquid Nails Music. He's out of Minnesota. But anyway, he hit me up.
Liquid Nails?
Yeah, that's the dude's name.
That's fun.
He hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I got these Vast Air tracks. I was wondering if you'd be down to do a cover art for it." And I was like, "Hell yeah! I've been a long time Cannibal Ox, long time Vast Air fan. So this is gonna be that. Maybe I should have kept it a surprise, but there's gonna be some color and stuff on it. But Sorry. He sent me the tracks to the song, and I just listened to them, and this came out pretty dang quickly.
Yeah, well, we had a long weekend, and you were hunkered down drawing, so that was good.
Yeah, I got a lot of drawing done. I finished my other moonshining chimpanzee drawing, too. I finished that. So, yeah, I got a lot of drawing done. Excuse me. Oh, hey, our guest today, he is a Tucson native.
You're kidding.
A Tucson, Arizona native. What do you remember most about Tucson, Adrienne?
The cacti, the xeriscaping, the homeless population, the hippies, and all the good Mexican food.
Huh.
I don't know. What do you remember most about it?
Well, our first real road trip was like as a family with our daughter. She was how old was she?
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months old, and we were
2 or 3 months.
And we were brand new parents, and we were driving down to Tucson, Arizona. So that was 17 years ago for the Arizona International Film Festival. My movie Waiting was showing at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
What time will dinner be ready?
Soon.
I will make it quick. Please freaking thank you.
Will aggravate the turkey. I think we'll blow up the kitchen.
And then from there on out, we used to do that 4th Avenue Street Fair all the time. There's two. There's a summer one and a winter one. That was a fun festival, but we've been going to Tucson, Arizona twice a year for at least the last 15 years. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I don't know why it is. But in my head, I always feel like, and I don't know if it has to do with some lyrics or some information I picked up along the way, but I always feel like I'm going to run into Murs and Eli.
Yeah.
Are they both?
Murs used to bang around in Tucson. I don't know if he's from Tucson, but he was definitely used to live there, and he does have a song where he's there's some lyrics about that.
What about Eli?
Eli, I don't know. I wonder how I think he was moving after his episode with us. Eli was moving. No, not
Eli. Grouch. I'm sorry, the Grouch, not Eli.
Grouch, I don't know. I mean, I think he's married to I think his girlfriend or his wife is Mexican.
Oh,
maybe that's.
You know
and
that
he
one
speaks Spanish
album where he has the kid on his shoulders and he's got isn't he bald and he has sunglasses?
Yes, that's you ain't artsier than me.
I just feel like I'm gonna see him walking down the street like
with
that
his kid on his shoulders. Well, yeah. Every time we've been going, every year we would stay.
That kid's probably 20
in 4th Avenue. In Tucson. It was like a different experience. Like I was saying, we'd go like twice a year for the last 15 years. We'd go in the summer and in the winter. And every time we would go, it would just be a totally different, we'd stay in a whole other
Do you know why?
part. Why?
You know why it was always a different experience? Because we used to use those Priceline surprise hotels. You just like pay a price and they just tell you what hotel to go to.
Yeah, remember?
And you could see how many stars you wanted in a general area within a circle.
That's
I wonder
right.
if they still do that.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Priceline's still around, though, right?
Yeah.
Remember, we stayed at a place up on the mountain by a golf course. It was kind of like a fancier place, like a Marriott or something. And it was late at night, and there was someone rummaging around outside the window.
Yeah.
And they were javelinas.
Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't realize there were javelinas out up in Arizona.
We started throwing them some bread out the window.
Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to. So, like I said, your microphone and your setup might be a little strange just for a minute, just because I set up a whole new setup where Adrienne stands, because that's my usual work.
No
area.
more twisting in the chair.
Yeah, well, so yeah, I injured my back. I mentioned that on the last episode, but yeah, it's still pretty bad. Back injury put some lbs on me though. So
I think you put the LBs on you.
Well, I definitely did. I was talking to our daughter while we were working the booth over the weekend, and I was telling her, I was saying, yeah, when I can't exercise, I just throw in the towel. I'm just like, I'll eat everything, and I don't know why we were talking about.
What did she say about that?
Well, we were talking about eating or something, and I was just saying how I've been overeating because when I can't exercise, I just start getting angry, and I'm like, I'm just gonna eat it all. I don't know.
Well, that was a particularly hard trip. I think we needed to come home in between. I was so bored at those art shows, and so was Soul.
We haven't done that for a long time, a long stretch of shows back to back.
Have much in between, so yeah, that was really hard. All I could think about was my garden that was dying.
Hey, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be going down to Strange Famous Fest on June 17th.
And this weekend, you can see us in Chicago.
Oh, yes. This weekend, you can find us at Chicago or in Chicago at the Well Street Art Festival. Hey, we were down in Boulder, Colorado. That's what you were saying. We're down in Boulder, Colorado. We went to as a family, got to play over at Meow Wolf. The Meow Wolf Museum, which was fucking really kind of a cool place.
We should really... Am I close enough to this?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Yep.
We should really thank Cast One for trying to get us to go with him, but
and now
I thought I would have been sad that we didn't take our kids, so...
Well, maybe we can still pop over with Cast One.
I think it's really one of those things that you want to just be there and see that your kid, even though our kids are grown... It's just fun to see their reaction and take it all in and be inspired by that.
I'm just saying we could go again where we wouldn't have to just be with them. I don't even know what the time frame is on that. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really awesome seeing the wheelchair sports camp room. That was cool. Just like I don't know.
It was awesome because we had no idea. And then the Mad Tatters.
Yeah,
we had some friends of ours. Right?
They had some. Yeah, it was cool seeing their shirts and stickers at the.
And they created this.
Brandon and Ellie.
That thing, that Mason. Did you not see it in there?
Oh, I didn't. They did a whole
Mason guy, or he had one of those hats that those people on the little bikes.
Yeah, they designed a
thing
area. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, those are our friends over at Mad Tatters. They're longtime Denver folk.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so that was cool. Meow Wolf was cool.
I was really hesitant. I didn't ever want to go to one because I didn't want to be underwhelmed everywhere else. But I would encourage people to go if they have the money and they get the chance, wherever they are. The what am I saying? The temporary ones and the permanent ones.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very. It reminded me a lot of the City Museum in St. Louis, Missouri, which is also a stop that you all should definitely check out. It's so great. All right. Well, yeah, I guess let me do a few shares real quick, and then I'll do a quick introduction of our guest today. Okay. So I'm doing a movie share, and the movie is called Turbo Kid. It's a movie from 2015, and it's a dystopian, futuristic superhero action comedy with a 1980s vibe.
That's a new one?
It came out in 2015, but it's really good. And I don't know if you watched it with me. Mm-mm. It's like a fun kind of like Stranger Things kind of vibe, but it's way more violent. Not violent, yeah. It's way more adult oriented. Like Stranger Things, wouldn't you say that's kind of more like a kid's?
It's a everybody.
Yeah, teen. Well, Turbo Kid it's a really cool movie. I don't even know really any of the actors in it except the guy who plays a character named Zeus. It's an actor named Michael Ironside. He's from Total Recall. I don't know if you. Yeah.
What is that lyric? It's not Turbo Kid. It's something kid. Look what
Impossible
you done
Kid.
Did. No.
I don't know.
That's all. When you're saying Turbo Kid, I just hear the rest of that lyric, but it's not Turbo. Sorry. Derailing you.
No, you're fine. I had a song share, and I was gonna pull it. I was gonna pull it up for you, but I guess I forgot to pull it up, so you won't be able to pull it up. Okay. But it's "Three Sisters" by Jay Tillman. You know the song, though.
Three sisters, tell me what you're called. One of love, said the first, the most noble.
Three sisters. You know it. It's like a... I don't know why I like this song. I'm sure people friggin' hate it. But I got on a Southern Gothic music trip for a while there.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I don't know. It's like it's outside of my wheelhouse, really.
Not really.
Well, so yeah, I think I got way into like Southern Goth, and I was thinking maybe it was because of like the first season of True Blood. That theme song from True Blood was like a Southern Gothic kind of vibe.
When you came in, the air went out, and every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you.
So there's my song share. It's called Three Sisters by Jay Tillman.
Well, mine's kind of a downer then too. Are you only doing one, or do you have
I was
multiple?
just going to do one song share. Yeah, you have a song share?
Yeah, I think this is not going too far off of me, but The Floor by Buck65.
Oh, of course.
That one.
I can remember being 7 years old and having goldfish that circled around in a bowl, and I would watch the forest burn and listen to the wind blow. I can remember the table, the drapes, and the window, the dark brown everything, decoration, styling. Most of all, I can remember my mother smiling. Worn out and faded, my hometown was scrappy. More than anything, she wanted us to be happy. Little to eat, back and forth to the hospital. She was right, it's better to be happy if possible. But the old man was under attack and was weak and continued to beat us several times a week. He lived like a king.
That one feels nostalgic in a weird way. Not you'd have to listen.
Does it
It
floor
reminds
you?
me of parts of my youth, which is probably a sad song.
You're not supposed to say that.
Am I not?
No, I'm joking.
I'm trying to think. I mean, youth is a long time, and then I had divorced parents, so I think you never know who I'm talking about.
Well, I see what you're doing.
Or where I'm doing
Yeah.
what I'm doing. what I'm
Maybe
saying.
it wasn't even your childhood. Maybe it was a...
Maybe I it imprinted on me from somebody else.
Yeah, that's a cool track. Well, anything from Buck65.
You know that one?
Is good. Well, I gotta hear. I mean, I know it, but I can't hear it right
It's
now.
kind of an obscure one. It kind of turned up on the internet for me after 20 odd years, but it was prior to 20 odd years. That album.
Well, and I don't know the titles of any songs or any albums. I just know the sound of them.
And they all have different sounds.
Yeah, and not even just from Buck65. I'm talking about from anybody. Like, yeah. All right. Well, cool. Great song choice. And then let me do a quote share. I have a whole... I've mentioned it before, but I've got notes, just like hundreds and hundreds of quotes. And sometimes I forget to write them down. So this quote, I don't know who it is. It could be one of my own. It could be someone's. I didn't write it down, but the quote is, sometimes broadening your horizons can crush your dreams, but only sometimes. That was the quote.
Yeah, it certainly happened to me.
Why?
When we would be driving across the country and I'd see all these properties and all these different areas and all these different, what do you call those, temperature zones? Anyway, down south, up north, in the desert, everywhere. And then when we bought the Hannibal place, I was like, well, all those dreams are crushed now. I'm not... Like these I would just romanticize having a farm or having all this other, or these different scenarios.
Yeah.
There's just too much freaking work.
I have those every once in a while still. I still think like, what if we just camped all the time? Because I always wanted to just be a long time camper. Or what if we just fished all the time? Because I always liked fishing. We used to fish a lot. Now I haven't been fishing forever.
I was telling the kids that last night when we walked down to the Mississippi. I said I should bring my magnet down because I don't fish anymore, but I did get one of those magnets for my birthday from my mom.
I got a brand new fishing pole. I'd go down and fish while you magnetized.
I think we'd have to be pretty far apart because I'd be scaring all the fish away.
Well, all right. Let's, yeah. Wow, shit. I forgot what I was going to just say right there.
Don't you think I need to tie the magnet onto a stick, though, so that I can throw it out? Because you can't just throw rope. That's not really
you can.
fishing.
No, you just twirl it and throw it out.
It'd be more fun. I'm going to invent a stick.
Well, just do a fish. I have an old fishing rod with a pretty heavy.
It's like the rope is like this big,
Oh.
like half inch or quarter inch.
Well, you can get one of those old pulleys, those like wooden pulleys, and hook it on there and throw it out, and then use the pulley.
If I just use some, what do they call them? Eye hooks, even though they look like an O.
Yeah, eye hooks.
And put those in a stick.
Well, they look like an O.
And then like loosened it and threw it. Wouldn't that work? Yes,
it would. But it's an eye because it's the dot above the eye.
Oh.
So the twist part is the stem and the dot above the eye. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Adrienne, what can you tell us about cicadas?
Wait, didn't you ask me this the other day?
No. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did ask you.
You
but it
did.
Was,
and
because
I said
I was just commenting on something that Sage Francis had posted.
They suck the roots. They burrow for like 12 years and all that. Meanwhile, they're sucking the roots of your trees, gaining nourishment. And when it's their time, they come out and they have mad sex. And then they also get this like parasite that makes them like they're on crack. And it like revs them up and makes them even hornier. And then they die.
So the time when you're out and about, you hear that. Mm-hmm. That's the time that they've emerged and they're having sex? Is that a mating call?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
And how long are they out and about mating?
I would say 2 or 3 months.
So they burrow, they come out and sex and die.
Yeah, so we haven't heard any yet. They usually come out in July when it gets pretty hot, right?
I can't remember, but
and
probably.
Then, well, up this far north, in Texas and stuff, they probably come out earlier and then...
Well, I ask you because our guest today is James Owens, a.k.a. Runt of Jivin Scientists, and he's got a new album out, and it's called Cicada. Today I'm going to draw him a DuckTales Army of Darkness and otter-themed piece.
Okay.
I haven't drawn an otter before, so it's going to be fun. That's based on a few of his favorite things. DuckTales. Ooh. When you think of DuckTales, what do you think of? Quickly.
Junior high.
Oh, I mean, character-wise.
Nothing.
I just think of the Scrooge, the old man.
Oh, swimming through the money.
Yeah. Is that part of the intro or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to draw, what is his name? Scrooge, right? So I'm going to draw that.
It's not
Scrooge McDuck, isn't it? Or is it Donald Duck and he's just older and they're the kids?
Is it Scrooge? Maybe
I can't remember. I have not watched it in so long, but I remember it came on after school and I loved it. It was a good one. Well, it doesn't matter. So anyway, the new album is called Cicada.
It is Scrooge.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. Well, so Jivin Scientists, they've been a big part of the underground hip hop scene, especially in the Southwest. And though this album, the Cicada album, is their 11th album, it's their first released on a label. Which label, you ask me, right?
No, I bet it's
Strange Famous Records, yes.
Because I think I see them on that flyer right there.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they are. Anyway, this album, Cicada, it's like an immersion from the underground, hence the album name Cicada. Because they've been
12 years.
Well, they have 11 albums. They've been around for like 20 years.
Okay, got it.
But this is their first
that's
studio album.
That's a good metaphor.
Yeah. It's a super strong album with the title track Cicada, which begins the album and it fucking really sets the mood. Play that first track.
My brother got me with a right hook and laid me flat onto the ground. He damn near knocked the teeth out my mouth. I could still hear that sound. And as I laid on the green grass, blood dripping from my teeth to my tongue, I could taste.
He sound a little bit like I shouldn't say that, right?
Yeah, because you
told me not to say.
It's okay if you feel like you
people don't like that.
I think people probably don't, but they get it.
Doesn't it sound a little bit like? Hold on.
Well,
Doesn't it sound a little bit like Brother Ali?
Maybe he has moments that he does, but not really. Yeah, I love any album that starts out like that, like with a dramatic intro build. That intro to that song is about 4 minutes. No, not 4 minutes. It's not even close to 4 minutes. It's a good long like build up. It gets you pumped up for it. Another track on the album is Infinite with AWOL 1 feature, and anything with AWOL 1 is a winner for me.
I woke up in a sweat. Please forgive my brain as I try to forget. I watched and watched and watched, hypnotized by their cells and punching a clock. I'm not a failed influencer or a self-help guru. I got rhyme spells and voodoo. Hear your sorry ass words drip out your jaw. The full moon uncovers my flaws. In vacuum space, alone and unguarded, failure is frowned upon. Worship the walrus. I used to spit those backyard raps. People get into scraps, throwing punches and claps.
They formed in 1998. So yeah, they've been around for a while. They're Tucson tough, Tucson tight, whatever you say. They have 10 official albums, including the Cicada album release, which is on Strange Famous. But real quick, sticking with their past projects, in 2016 they released a short film / music video for their album Thirsty, and it's a 3-song montage featuring the tracks Crazy, Million Man Army, and 20 on the Chiefs. And that's off their 2015 album called Thirsty, and it's like a short little movie. It's pretty awesome.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm nuts, maybe I'm losing it. It's because I don't feel like I used to, and I've been through enough to kill you. So maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm nuts, maybe I'm losing it. It's because I don't feel like I used to, and I've been through enough to kill you. By the rocks in the summer sky, I can still feel the breezes, the rides on my skin, little looks and laughter. Shit I'm after, perched on the rooftop, the only thing that matters is how hard we kiss. Suck the air out.
They did another cool 3-track music video short film based around a house party.
So rush, hold us, buy us, first time try us. Moss out the closet, bring truth to the liars. They all rap, begging to be found, but this is my kingdom and heavyweights the crown. I've been asleep, so I guess I'll take the blame. All these new kids are out chasing the fame, it's so lame. They all wanna hit but just miss.
That's a real cool watch. It's only 12 minutes long. It's a cool listen as well. One of the tracks on there is called Out of the Dark, but I don't know what that whole short film is called, and it's clear back in 2013, but it feels like the movie Kids a little bit.
Ew.
Well, I know not, but it's like a house party, but it's a music video, and then they wake up the next morning, it goes into another video. It's cool.
Okay. I'll take your word for that on that one.
It just reminded me of Kids because the kids are the MC in the house party.
Okay.
The MC's name's Runt. I don't know who's all in the lineup now, so I'm going to ask him about that. But Runt's got a fierce kind of like solemn voice. And it forces you to listen to what he has to say. And I get similar vibes when I listen to Marlon Craft. And I don't care if anyone doesn't like Craft. I don't know I don't know the situation with Craft, but he's on like the mainstream kind of thing. So I'm just liking it to someone who doesn't know.
Likening.
What did I say? Liken. For anyone that doesn't know, that's to give you an idea. He's for me. I'm a Marlon Craft fan, and I'm a Jivin Scientists fan, definitely due to the shadowy kind of beats, but especially because of Runt's style and his flows. So some other music videos to peep, a track called Abigail
Sleeps in the place right next to me, and we barely even exchange words. It's how you doing in and out of her. So cute, but she walks so sad. I had to admit, sometimes I feel bad. I wanna say have a good day, but my courage just fades away, and I regret it when I hear her play through the walls of a one-room apartment. Every note she sings, I swear I heart it. Open up, cause it's something to see. I imagine that the song that she wrote for me, but it's not. It's for that on again, off again boyfriend that always seems to find his way in. Cut throat with tattoos to match. She's got a key, so she needs to double up that latch.
That one's from their 2014 album, The Morning After. That's a cool video, cool song, real somber kind of. I think Jivin Scientists do a lot of kind of like melancholy, like, and you know that's way my vibe. I'm way into that. And of course, their recent Last Stand music video featuring Marley B.
In my sleeve, I'm posted in the desert, planting flowers, growing trees. Marley B, man.
Hey, I'm a madman.
Talk too much lip, get hit with a backhand.
Sick all of your fans ain't giving them back, man.
Look, I've really been giving my all, but no, this is the last stand. Like,
hey, I'm a madman.
Talk too much lip, get hit with a backhand.
Sick all of your fans ain't giving them back, man.
Look, I've really been giving my all, but no, this is the last stand. Like,
that's a track off their new album, Cicada. Check that out. And there you go. So, yeah, let's take a quick break because Runt is here. And let's get into a conversation with him. Let's take a quick break here from our sponsors, and we'll be right back after these messages.
DOD45. Hot sauce.
We're real thrilled to have partnered with Hot Sauce for 3 simple reasons. Their hot sauce is delicious, the owner and creator David is a solid dude, and they collaborate with dope artists for their labels, including myself. Boom. Amplify your favorite foods with their award-winning flavors. Head over to hobsauces.com to get yourself some absolutely delicious artisan hot sauce. Hit it, Bobby.
Have sauce. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Put it on your food.
Hot sauce.
This is flyover country. No one's expecting much from us. In fact, no one's expecting anything at all. The coast probably think we're at Walmart right now. Great deal on our 5, by the way. Instead, here we are making plans. Big plans. Because in a city where people do so much with so little, what could happen if we gave them more? More beauty, connections, perspectives. This is your chance to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Something that's made of brick, concrete, and steel. But also for blood, sweat, and soul. Something that can only be possible in St. Louis. Because when no one's expecting much from you, you can do anything. Our city deserves something epic. Long live laborious.
Check out our new partners, Brim of the World, a.k.a. Seek, Conquer, and Destroy, a.k.a. Aliens Built Earth. Show them some love and treat yourself right to a new wardrobe or some new headgear. And I'm not talking about braces headgear, I'm talking about hats. Check out all their gear and links at brimoftheworld.com. Hey, real quick, my friends, my art is available for purchase at artbytai.com. So if you like what you're seeing or you want to support the DOD45 show, the best way for you to do that is to pick up a print or an original at my website. If you're not quite ready to buy, but you still want to help out, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you stream from. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Art by Tai and engage in the comments. That goes a long way. All right, enough already. Let's get back to this.
Listen.
DOD45.
All right, welcome back from our little sponsor dip. And we're going to be joined by Runt from Jivin Scientists. Yo. What's happening? Oh, I like this. We got the vinyl lined up behind you there.
This is good?
Yeah. Can you see us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because you're going to want to see the drawing while it's taking place.
No, that's the whole point, right?
Hey, thanks for joining us. It's really awesome to have you on the show. We were just chatting, bragging about you a little bit there.
Oh, cool. Love that.
How you doing today?
Good, man. Just running about, doing some business stuff. I run a brewery and a distillery here in Tucson, Arizona. So,
what brewery is it?
It's called Thunder Canyon Brewery. We're 26 years old. We're the oldest brand in the city.
Oh, cool.
I've been working for them for about 15 years and took over running about 5 years ago. So it's kind of my day-to-day is constantly, we like a venue space. We do a lot of production and stuff like that. So I'm kind of busy doing all that all the time.
Yeah, well, that's good though. That's a good business. I like craft beer and distilleries.
Oh, it's great.
Hey, can we ask you real quick that there's a bird piece of artwork hanging up there behind you?
Yep.
Who's the artist?
Okay. Our homie Cody.
Ah, it's cool. It's a real cool piece.
Yeah, he does like these wild turkeys, these like skinny turkeys, like involved in music and stuff. So he's a homie of ours. We're lucky. I got a lot of cool art all around the house.
Yeah.
Just knowing people over the years.
Yeah. Plus, Tucson's got a lot of cool artists there.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of art here, a lot of creativity, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time in Tucson.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah. Because we used to do that 4th Avenue street fair. We've been doing that for like 15 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing that for a while.
Let me know next time you guys come down, bro. I'm literally right down the street from that. I'm on the downtown area, so I'm pretty much where 4th Avenue stops. Like you go under that little bridge. I'm on the other side of that, so we're right
downtown by the Hotel Arizona.
Congress, Hotel Congress.
Congress, yes.
So where Hotel Congress sits. There's an old theater called Rialto behind that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're literally behind Rialto Theater.
Oh, funny. That's where your movie played, right?
Yeah, 20 years ago, I had one of my movies played at that theater at the Arizona International Film Festival.
Oh, at the Rialto?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Dope. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely be hitting that. We haven't been to the show since
2019.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of collectors over there. So yeah, we really like Tucson. So cool.
Cool.
All right, I'll start drawing this drawing. Before I do, I want to ask you, what's a movie you can watch over and over again?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a good one. Are you a Hunter S. Thompson fan well, it doesn't.
I guess to some degree, definitely just enjoy some of the art that's derived from what he's done for sure.
Yeah. All right, I'll set this timer. Mine's Spaceballs and the movie Heat. I can not.
Okay.
The one with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. But nice. I could Fear and Loathing right now. I could watch that. All right, I'll set this timer just to keep me on track. All right, here we go. Who's more handsome, James Dean or James Franco?
James Dean, for sure.
That one's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Before I was gonna, so I outlined the drawing already. So you had mentioned that you liked Army of Darkness and DuckTales. So I don't know if you're gonna see it, but yeah, I'm gonna do a Scrooge McDuck as like with the boomstick and
as an ash.
Yeah, and he's riding an otter.
Great.
So, who's got a better name, a better triptych name, James Earl Jones or Edward James Olmos?
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Vader.
Yeah, I was a huge Edward James Olmos because of his role in Miami Vice, but then I loved the movie American Me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's so G-tight in that.
So good. Just checking all the kids. My parents were educators growing up, so I used to always like Lean on Me and like movies like that. My mom always loved watching those.
Yeah, Lean on Me is such a good one. Lean on Me, Stand by Me. Yeah, all those movies. Hey, which brother would you rather befriend, Owen Wilson or Luke Wilson?
Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For any specific reason?
Seems like it might be a little bit more fun to hang out with.
I think I totally agree with you on that. He seems a little more chill or something, or he's kind of got a funnier. Yeah, I like that.
Might be the easiest to get along with.
They're brothers?
Yeah. You didn't know that, Adrienne?
Sorry, I'm not. I'm Googling as you guys speak.
Yeah, he's. I like that.
The validity of it.
He seems to make me laugh more than Owen does for some reason. I don't know. Do you have a favorite professional wrestler?
I think I'm gonna go Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that old wrestling.
Yeah,
Which reminds me, I thought it was kind of interesting, but you know Bret the Hitman Hart?
Yeah.
His brother is Owen James Hart, just your name flipped.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was the Blue Blazer, and he's the one that died in the...
Yeah,
on the line wire death. But I don't know, I thought that was interesting because I was looking up wrestlers, and I was looking up your name, and I just thought it was interesting. His name was flipped. Owen
Same thing,
James.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all kind of the time I was into it for sure. It was like late 80s, early 90s.
Are you into it at all now?
Just from my homie, I got a couple friends that are pretty involved, Mega Ran and some other dudes, and I kind of watch it and see what it is, but I'm not very caught up on any of it for sure. I enjoy it. It's been something I haven't followed in a long time.
Maybe, probably when we were younger, we had a lot more time to just follow wrestling.
Oh, totally.
I feel like that's because that was almost the only thing on Saturday and Sunday. So if you weren't outside playing, you had to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, monster truck shows.
It's a trip to me. I used to look forward to actually you'd be like, all right, Saturday at this time, I have to be at home to watch TV, you know? You don't miss what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, those times were fun.
Now you can watch it wherever you are.
Yeah.
Whatever series or wherever you are, you can just set your phone down and watch it.
A couple of minutes of it.
Now I'm tripping because I'll be somewhere. I was at the tire store yesterday, getting a tire fixed, and somebody started announcing the conclusion to some show that had just come out. And I remember walked out of the waiting room, and I was like, "Who am I?" I'm trying not to spoil my experience.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the current lineup of Jivin Scientists? I only because when I was looking through stuff, there was a whole bunch of names, but now I'm just curious.
We've always been pretty much the core members are me and Fen. Fen is pretty much producer, kind of, does all the sound engineering and production and everything. And then me writing my eyes. But we've always been more familiar with being more like a blow up co-op or Project Blow. In our head, we're more of a collective. Because there's a lot of aspects to what we do that it isn't just music driven, which is kind of hard to explain to people. Sometimes I think they just assume that we're a group, but there's a lot of members that we're fluid and they come and go, and they might help us on one project or be on something else. It just kind of depends on what we're doing at the time.
Right.
That's cool.
Hey, who's the most famous Tucsonian?
Linda Ronstadt's probably got to be it.
She was the one that always popped up when I was trying to find out who was. Because it's hard to tell. There's a bunch of people that were just born there, but probably aren't considered Tucsonian.
Or who was it? Some comedian was here for a little while. Bob Dylan, I think, was through here a little bit.
Oh wow!
I don't know. Tucson's a weird spot, man. It's a lot like a weird little desert town. People end up here, and sometimes they stay, and sometimes they don't. But I mean, you never know. When I first moved here, we were just walking down this college road, and I saw this kid, this frat kid, just rapping. This dude leaning up against the wall. Come to find out, it's Shock G, and he's just hanging out with a girl there. And a lot of people don't know. It's kind of like how there's just random people. Jay Rowe from the Alcoholics. I'll see him walking to get coffee every once in a while. There's just random people that live out here, which is interesting.
You know that what is the phrase for Austin? Isn't it keep Austin weird?
Yeah.
I always felt like that should have been Tucson. There's nothing weird about Austin, but it should have been Tucson's.
We've adapted that, but it says keep Tucson shitty, which
Oh, that's right. You know what? I think when our daughter was 3 or 5, she had a T-shirt from one of the vendors that said that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My homie made those. It's a good.
Probably him.
This city's interesting here for sure. It
really is.
It is weird, but in a good way,
Yeah, we were talking about that in the intro. We've been going there twice a year for the last 15 years, and every time we were there was a whole different experience.
Oh yeah.
But that's what makes it cool. I like it. I don't know. When we were talking to Sage, I was like, "Yeah, Tucson's a cool town," and Sage goes, "Is it though?"
Yeah. Oh
you have to get in there it's like a dough and figure it out and knead it, and
it's not for everybody for sure. But I mean, if it is for you, you love it, and you end up staying there. I moved here when I was 18. It was perfect for me. So I just ended up we never left. It's been the best place for us to have like opportunity wise. Like I said, I brought a brewery and a distillery, something I never thought I'd be doing, and I have a music venue established in it too. Like, and I'm right downtown. So it's like if I was some other city, I wouldn't be able to do this necessarily. So I don't know. I love this place. It's great. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, it's a cool town. Hey, what's a better pop western, Young Guns 2 or Tombstone?
Oof. I'm going to go with Young Guns.
Yeah, they were both filmed in Tucson as well.
We're in the spirit world, asshole.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Tombstone's good too.
They can't see us. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, that moment of those dudes doing the peyote and tripping is
it's the best. Do you ever have you ever chatted with Alexander Brown from Strange Famous? Because it's one of his favorite movies. We had a whole long talk about it. Yeah.
We're definitely. I mean, we've been with the label for a minute, but we're definitely like we haven't had a chance to really meet any of these guys. Finn cuts a lot of the records and stuff for them. So I know he's had some interaction and stuff, but we're always trying to support. That's why I'm really excited about the festivals. We're going to get a chance to kind of actually hang out with a bunch of these dudes, which is I'm super excited to do.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, just want to chop it up and get to know some of them because obviously we're all kind of on the same path and doing the same kind of thing. So just really excited to actually get to meet everybody and hang out. That's the one thing about being as far out as we are is, we kind of, if we do meet people, it's been in the past and stuff. So nothing recent.
Well, didn't you guys signed with Strange Famous in 2018, right?
Yeah.
And then was that when you guys were starting on the album?
Been 17. So we had just finished an album when we signed. And we took about a year before we even started talking about it. And in that year, we kind of were back and forth with Storm and Sage. It just they were still figuring out what the digital label was going to look like.
Right.
And and then I had a bunch of personal stuff go on. Finn did too. It kind of just set us back, and then COVID hit eventually. So we kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, they've been really great, man. I mean, they were really understanding and supportive whenever we were going through, personal stuff. I had to have a big surgery, and they were like, take your time, whenever you're ready to get working on it. So we couldn't have. We're blessed to be working with them and have them be so supportive and let us take our time, which took a long time.
Well, and it's out now, and probably even it's fucking way cool that you're going to be at the Strange Fame Fest. Like, it probably couldn't have came out at a better time.
Oh yeah, they were talking to us about the release date, and I was like, that's perfect for me. I'm with it. I know a lot of the people on the label kind of already had an established following before, and with us coming, we're definitely the new guys in the lineup for sure as far as notoriety with that fan base. So, we're just fortunate to be able to do it at that time. And hopefully, the festival is going to crack. So we're just excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, people are going to fucking love it. And I don't know what the situation with sales are, but or downloads or listens, but I've listened to Cicada probably 4 times from front to back.
Thank you.
Yeah, when we have guests and on the show, when I go for my morning runs, I'll listen to their album all the way through, and man, it's really, really, really good, and that's no bullshit. It's right up my alley. I like the somberness of it, and your flows are. I just like your voice, man. It's fucking super impressive. So I hope people are new Strange Famous fans, new to you. I hope that they really dive in because I really dig your guys' music. So
thank you, man.
Yeah,
it's a perfect fit. I mean, the label, everyone on the label, we definitely grew up admiring their music. So for us to be able to come out with them it's kind of the perfect, it accompanies what we're trying to do. So we're excited about it.
Yeah. Hey, what's the best spot to rock in Arizona?
It's in Tucson for me, but of course that's just kind of because of the people there. Right now, currently, it's my spot that I run. That's where we end up playing when we do stuff. Yeah, we just wrapped up a tour. And we did our last show there at the spot. We're like a little 300 below venue, and it's nice. Rialto is a real great spot to rock. Their team there, James, Bruce, those guys all do a really good job. So we're always fortunate to go play there. And Congress, we've been playing Congress, for 20 years now.
Yeah. What's the hype about? I can't remember. What's the whole deal with Hotel Congress? We stayed there a few times when we'd go, and
Sure.
there would always be a quinceañera there, but I don't know like what else is going on at Hotel Congress.
It's just one of the few. It's one of the last kind of like venues / hotels. So a lot of people play there simply because the accommodations, like whenever, before Rhyme Sayers got to the point where they were playing at Rialto all the time, they would always play Congress, and all those guys like Brother Ali, Grease, and all those dudes, they've all played Congress and then had rooms upstairs. And that's just kind of the allure of it. And it's an old, super old building. I mean, they caught John Dillinger there. It's just kind of like a cultural hub. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there over the years.
Is it still? Yeah, is it still? Is it? Did they did some renovations and stuff to it or anything, or is it?
It's still pretty much the same. They built a stage outside. They do a big music festival called Hoko Fest every year. That's pretty big. We'll be playing that this year.
Awesome! So, what time of year is that?
I want to say it's in September. I think it might be around the time of Street Fair. So if you guys are out, you should definitely come check it out.
No, for sure.
So is the venue outside then?
So there's an outdoor
courtyard,
and then there's the original venue is the one inside. But that's literally like it used to be a very small space. But pretty much everybody that's not doing 1,500 to 2,000 people, they're all playing there. It's like it's pretty much a 600 below venue, 500 below venue.
That's cool. I never knew that.
I didn't.
It's a cool spot. There's a lot of people you might listen to now have played there at some point, which is
right.
Yeah, we used to stay there, but we haven't been there for probably 10 years. Hey, how do you feel about reaction? Do you do YouTube at all?
Like just watching it?
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering if you've ever watched like reaction videos.
Oh yeah, like people watching stuff and then responding to it.
Yeah, how do you feel about those?
There's a market for it, obviously.
I know it's weird. I don't know. I can't. I don't know why they're so huge. But then I've caught myself kind of.
You were watching.
I watched the dude for the first time listening to Aesop Rock, and I was like, "How do you?" I don't know. It was just interesting, but I don't like them. But I don't know. I've caught myself watching them.
You fell down the rabbit hole. Yeah.
People will watch anything. We were somewhere recently in like a restaurant, and on the TV they had just somebody must have had a camera on their head, and they were just walking around some city.
Oh, weird.
And I was so interested. I'm like, where are we exactly? Trying to figure out what city they were in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could do that. I could put a camera. I walk all the time.
Right? I would be doing it right now. My nephews are like 13 now, and they grew up in that time of like, they would pretend like they're doing a YouTube video, like opening something, I think
right.
Like I don't know. I think that there's this weird thing going on with the way that people receive information right now and the way that people are experiencing things. And I feel like, for kids growing up in the world that we're living in right now, like there's something to this idea of like, I don't actually have to open or buy this thing to have the experience of opening it up.
Well, hey, on top of that, do you think that'll like down the way, will that bank, like for younger kids that are doing it, will that bank as a memory that they experience, like when they're older? Do you think that they'll have that and like, oh, I experienced that?
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I mean, if you think about like kind of like the direction they're going with VR and how they're doing like augmented reality and stuff like that, it's getting closer and closer to that actually being your memory. So I mean, at some point when you're in a VR set and you're watching an opening video, I mean, how far detached are you from actually opening that product? Like you're having that whole experience. I think it's just part of the evolution. It's part of like, it seems weird to us right now, but
it'll be so normal.
These are just kind of stepping stones to get to where, people will be able to live their whole, get their entire education virtually and never, have to actually build the engine,
Yeah, we'll be full on living Black Mirror.
Well,
keep that in mind because this is going to be our philosophical ending question.
There
I
is
have
a
something
new
lined up.
Black Mirror coming out.
I know, I saw
that.
But
isn't this week? Didn't Zuckerberg release his sets too?
Probably.
Yeah, the Apple sets just came out. That's what had me thinking about it. They were talking about that earlier. It's a trip. I don't know. I think that there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to come out of it. A lot of people are scared of it, which I understand, but I think that there's going to be some good things that come out of that too. So
yeah, remember how scared probably people were about TV and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Fishing or golfing?
Fishing by far.
Yeah, I saw a photo of you with like a monster fish on your Instagram. Do you fish often?
Whenever I can. I've got that was from I think I took my dad. My dad's a little bit older. He's an older Vietnam vet, and we were lucky enough to go on a trip right after COVID to Florida to go fishing.
Nice.
So I went for that, but also the owner of my business, he's a big fisherman too, and he's got a boat out in San Diego. So we try to go out there as much as we can. We're not very good at it, but it's super fun to learn, and we're doing it.
I feel like I've been fishing my whole life, but I haven't been fishing for so long. But I love fishing, but I'm not great at it. I just love fishing.
Something about out there too. I mean, I grew up doing lake fishing for sure, but I've really gotten into like ocean fishing. Just it's a whole nother
on the boat,
fighting with fish and like being on the boat. Like it's I'm really fortunate I've been able to go so much. It's something I definitely probably wouldn't be doing if financially if it was an issue. So
yeah, I'd like to get a real fight because fighting a trout is fun, but it's like not really like
that big one I got in Florida was like 45 minutes, and I just back and forth. It was exhilarating. It was really fun.
And you were probably sore the next day.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
It's a monster. Yeah, I'll share a picture of it on the video. But yeah, it's a monster.
It was funny because my dad's quite older, and as soon as this captain took us in Florida, as soon as the lure hit the water, my dad would catch a fish, and we couldn't get our rig set up yet. We're there 20 minutes. My dad had caught like 6 fish, and my dad eventually got to where he was just handing me the pole because he was so tired of like bringing them in, So that was definitely a cool experience.
That's what happened to my fishing experience was we had kids, and every time we'd take them fishing, my pole was never in the water because I was too busy fucking
fixing
airlines.
Yeah, man. I still mess mine up all the time.
All right, here's a useless fact because we do that as part of the show, and it's based on science. And actually, I'm going to give a couple of scientific facts that many of us learned in school that are actually not true. Camels that store water in their humps, that's actually not true. They store fat, which they use to burn fuel. They can use that fat to replace up to 3 weeks worth of food. So, but it's actually the camel's red blood cells that can enable them to go a week without drinking water. So there's the spelled thing we learned when we were kids. Also, drinking alcohol kills your brain cells. That's not true. It damages connections between your brain cells, but it doesn't actually kill them. And then one last one, Pluto is a planet. That's actually not true. They've classified it now as a dwarf planet. So there's some, since it's the Jivin Scientists episode, there's some science facts for you.
You trying to just mess me up right now? Shake my whole world down?
I was just saying they found water on, was it one of Pluto's moons?
Probably.
Or one of those moons? And like, what? Wait, does that not make it a planet then?
Well, the reason they changed it not from being a planet is because they found a big old rock out there in space that was bigger than Pluto. And so they decided, well, maybe we need to change the way we classify planets. So
that's been a while.
Hey, product or natural for your beard treatment?
Natural.
Ah, nice.
Almond oil.
Do you get? I can't grow a beard. Like you got like
you got what's going on right now. You're fine.
This is goatee I've been growing since I was in 7th grade.
But see now, James like trims his up, and you obviously care for that every day.
Yeah, I just got a haircut right now too, though. So in my defense,
okay.
So sometimes I look like a bum.
Yeah.
So you don't though.
I don't
ever like.
Because I never.
You'll trim it like every once a year.
He's trying to get it to grow. Cut it down.
And now I'm starting to get some white in there. No, but yeah, I get excited when I see those like beard shops or something. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But it's not really. I don't know. But some people do get that shiny.
Hey, treat yourself.
Well, yeah.
You want to put something nice in your beard? Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys had a barbershop down there in Tucson on 4th Ave that was awesome. I'm pretty sure it closed.
They had a movie theater in it.
But it had a movie theater in it. It was all red and black. It was cool.
Yeah.
Man, but I wish that would have survived. I liked that place.
We definitely, a lot of stuff shut down on COVID, but we're getting to the point now, a lot of things are opening back up. There's a lot of new concepts opening. We've got a lot of new bars and stuff open, restaurants. So like we're we're bouncing back. There's still
Yeah.
some cool stuff here. So
That's good to see. Yeah, because the last time I was there, you guys had that food court area, and I really liked that. That was cool. That's a cool little food court area in the 4th Ave area.
oh, the box yard. So we're talking about?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Anyone done you dirty?
Not that we haven't dealt with for sure.
Right. Anyone you done dirty you want to apologize to that you haven't had a chance to yet?
No, I've definitely sent my apologies to everybody I need to. I'm pretty try to get to the point on everything. I guess my mom, sorry, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
I tell her sorry enough.
Well, who's more excited? Who would be more exciting to have at a party, Rick James or James Brown?
Damn. James Brown.
Yeah, he would rock that.
I think I just want to hang out with James Brown. I would love to hang out with Rick James too, but James Brown's huge influence for me. So
yeah, it'd almost be more fun to hang out with Dave Chappelle's version of Rick James.
Yeah. I don't know. You hang out with the real Rick James, you might get in some trouble.
That's true.
I don't know. James Brown just as bad, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've heard some pretty interesting stories on Howard Stern from him. Gas or charcoal grill?
Charcoal, if you have time.
Yeah. Is that why? Is it? Yeah, because it's a time thing. That's why everyone just goes right to the gas.
Clearly, he never.
It tastes better, but I mean, yeah, someone's not cooking.
I'm not. I could cook a mean teriyaki chicken, like a Polynesian style chicken. I can totally cook that on, and that's on charcoal.
See, it sounds like you're going to give some care to this item. You're going to prepare it the way it needs to be prepared.
That's
I don't know. Gas to me is like we have a gas grill. It's like I just got to cook chicken really quick. Boom.
Yeah.
I got to cook steak really quick. Boom. Charcoal is more like I'm hanging out with people. I want to enjoy the time.
Yeah, that's
and you want to
true.
enjoy the real flavor of whatever you're cooking.
Hey, did any of your friends when you were growing up have a really cool nickname?
We had a dude named Peach Fuzz when I was real young. I like that one. Fan Runt.
Yeah, where did Runt come from?
When I was younger, my brother's about 5 years older than me. And so when my brother was, I was like 10 when he was like 15. And I was kind of a short, fat kid. So I used to hang out with them. And my mom would always be like, you know, you can go out, but you got to take your brother with you type thing. So it kind of started as like a kind of not an insult, but like all of his friends would be like, Runt, get over here, Runt. Where's Runt at? And then eventually it turned into kind of like term of endearment. And that was my nickname. My parents used to call me that. Like it was just kind of, then when I started rapping, needed a moniker. So I went with that.
Even your parents called you that?
Oh yeah. My parents still to this day, especially my mom, when she's trying to make fun of me or something, she calls me Runt.
Would your parents have been the type to be social media people?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah.
Did you like that? Like, even though your mom would force your brother to take it, did you like hanging out with your older brother?
Oh yeah, idolized him. I wanted to be him so bad, you know. And he was at that time. We're like a very where we lived at New Mexico. Like he was trying to be cool. He was trying to fit in. Like West Coast, like gangster rap was huge. But like we were just kind of like going down that rabbit hole, and I was just chasing him. You know, everything he listened to, I listened to. Just trying to be as much a part of it as I could. But yeah, I mean, he still is. He's the coolest guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. What genre of music are you listening to mostly?
I try to listen to as much of everything as possible. Just when someone tells me they like something, I've really been the last couple of years trying to not just listen to the music that I think I'm gonna like. I've been trying to listen to a lot of other stuff. I've been really into collecting 45s, like Northern Soul stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of that. Just trying to familiarize myself with some music I might have missed, like oldies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Going back to old music you may have missed is always a good move.
I think too, because I really started realizing, I always knew, but I mean, the more I'm listening to it, the more I'm finding samples of stuff that I like and realizing I liked it because of that melody or because of that, you know, that's, you know, the sound that's originating from. So yeah, I kind of been just trying to dig through that. I started a little 45 collection. It's hard because Fenn's collection is ridiculous. So
oh, that's not your collection.
no, that's all Fenn, bro. Fenn's got a ton of records.
Yeah, that's my collection. I just barely started.
Oh, I got one out of all these. I got one little
box.
This is my only thing I've got.
Oh,
You got
little basket.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Amongst all the others, a ton of stuff.
You should be proud of the mini collection, the mini collection.
I got heat though. It's not red.
I like it.
No,
Less is
Adrienne just
more.
wants me to get rid of all my shit.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Less
Like
is more.
smaller is better.
Yeah.
I have so much shit. Like up here, I got collections of skulls. I've just got shit everywhere. Oh, I didn't even turn my lights on. Oh well.
Was that Fen behind you earlier?
Yeah, he's working right now. He runs a company called Lock Roos, and they cut records. So like all the records that you guys have been ordering from Strange Famous and stuff, those are lathe cut ones. Those are actually those are ones that he cuts. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, what's
Convenient.
What is the lathe cut? Does that mean that I've heard of it, but I don't know what it actually means.
Can you hear him?
Yeah. So it's so basically back in the 30s and 40s, before there was reel-to-reel tape, they used to cut into lacquers to record. So like if there was a morning show and they wanted to play it later in the evening, like a news broadcast, they would cut it on these, they're called Presto, like lathe machines. So it would cut into these lacquers and you could play them later. So a guy that Finn works with named Mike Dixon, a couple of years back, started going around to these old radio stations and buying these machines and refurbishing them. This is probably like 20, 25 years ago. And he found a way they could cut into plexiglass now. So they cut into this plastic, and it has the same effect as cutting into the lathe, but it doesn't wear like the lacquers would. So it's kind of a way to do really short run records. It's at a lower quality than a press, but you can do 100 records. Whereas if you're doing actual pressing vinyl, it's like minimum of 500, and it's going to take you like 7 months or whatever to get it back.
Yeah, especially during the pandemic, it was like no one was getting them.
And he does crazy stuff. Like it's not all normal. So this is one that we did, and it looks exactly like like a regular 45 would look or something like that. And then he did the black lick ones.
Oh yeah, I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the one that you got is cut by Fenn.
Oh, cool. He should start autographing them.
Why?
Why not? He cut them.
Stays in the dark. He's just a production dude.
Why not? I mean, that's got to be a bit of an art, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do it up.
Yeah, and it takes him all over the world too. That's the other thing. Another reason why it's all taking us so long is he's been all over the world. He's going to like Greece in July, and he's got Chicago right after the Strange Festival. So he's fortunate. He's got a really cool job, and he loves what he does, and he's good at it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, you've run into a lot of people who don't have that situation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my pencil here. Fuck.
Why do you need a pencil? You hate pencil.
My white highlight pencil. Oh, fucking A.
It's all right. Just keep drawing.
All right. Well, can you grab my... Well,
yeah, I'll grab it.
I need my pencil sharpener. Sorry, man.
You're fine.
I want to get some white highlights in here. But
I love this. It looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be yours. I'll be sending it to you. No,
awesome. I'll put it on my wall of achievements.
This will work. Okay. Hey, what's more fun to watch, LeBron James on court or James Bond on mission?
James Bond on mission after this last playoff.
Are you into the NBA?
A little more when I'm betting on it, but yeah, I like it. I was riding too hard with LeBron this last time, and it didn't work out too good for me financially, so I was a little mad about that.
Oh shit!
I'm just being angry about it. No good reason.
What's the most exotic food or meat that you've ever tried?
Ooh. I guess it's not that like cabeza. I guess it's not that exotic, but
what is that?
Head. So like pork head.
Oh.
I had that in a taco. That's probably the most extreme thing I've had.
Yeah, they don't out there. I think isn't Southwest only they do those grasshopper tacos or cricket tacos too out there.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I haven't
Yeah.
had it, but
Adrienne.
hopefully, yeah, that's probably the weirdest. I can't think of anything strange right now.
Would you have tried kangaroo? I guess that's not exotic. I don't know. I like. Yeah, I've had kangaroo.
Where'd you get kangaroo at?
In Tombstone. I mean, not Tombstone. Fucking in Fort Worth, Texas.
Shit.
Yeah, at the place where they do the what's that called, Adrienne? Where they bring the the cattle run, where they do the cattle run down there.
That's
in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a. You know what? Let's do a question from or let's do a strange famous. Oh shit, my brain just fucking shit on me. A Sage Francis social media lurk. Let's see what he had to. Let's see what he had to. What he had to say.
What up, DOD45? What up, Runt Ski? Hey, shout out Jivin Scientists. Congratulations on the release of Cicada. I know we kept it buried under the ground for many years before it could be unleashed. There weren't even 100 million reasons for that, but I'm glad that now that it finally came out, the fans are kind of frothing at the mouth for it. Your own particular following, and hopefully it's spreading to a lot of people outside of your general fan base, because while the feedback we've gotten so far is supreme, that's always great to see. People just excited about the raps and the production. Shout out to Fen. I'm here to lurk your media though, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. And it wasn't that difficult because, like a lot of artists on Strange Famous, you're not heavily active on social media. So I could go back to when you started on Twitter, like a lot of us in 2009, and we really didn't know what was happening with Twitter. It kind of was like you literally would just write a random thought and you'd think it would go away maybe, but it was just like in 2009, it was random thought after random thought. And then one time you tweeted, "Don't know if I like people knowing what I'm doing all the time." And then in 2010, you had 2 tweets in all. And you kind of, I think it got to you. You're like, oh yeah, maybe this isn't the best idea. Where do you sit now with social media, and how do you balance between what you need to do for you, your mental health and your safety and your, to keep things cool with family, but also keep people updated who aren't in your immediate surroundings? That is a particular problem of mine, where I don't often see anybody outside of my immediate family. So I kind of rely on their social media posts just to get a gist of what's going on in their life and stay updated. And that's nice. But yeah, the good and the bad, where do you sit with it all right now? And with an album out and when you tour, is that really when you just start being more active? That's it. Hope you have a great day, great night. I love y'all. Peace. Adrienne, Tai, you know what it is. Strange Famous.
Well, there you go.
Well, he's definitely not wrong.
How do you navigate it? Do you despise the social media thing? Is it more of a just being cautious, or?
I think I definitely, like, at one point was everything out there all the time. Now I have we have our accounts that are kind of like our shared accounts of the music and my businesses. And I have a personal account, I guess. And that's private. I just found there was at one point where, like, just getting trolled was like just happening for no reason. And I'm a very like face-to-face kind of person. So I've never been able to, like, I want to find out who it is and go talk to them and straighten things out, So it kind of like, there was a point when I stepped out pretty heavy. Now I enjoy it now, especially since COVID, because it's nice to be able to see what's happening with people and not actually be there, kind of like you said.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm definitely from a different generation, and I've utilized it as a tool, and I see why it's important, but at the same time, I've never really put a lot of stake into it. That's one of my, if I have a relationship with somebody and she's disagreeing about something with my Instagram, in my head, it's like that world isn't real to me. Like I'm not giving it any, validity, like how that works. And I know that for some people it's very important. Some people make a living off of it. I get that. It's just, to me, it's like if I got something to announce to you, then we use it as a platform for that. But otherwise, I kind of, I'm at the Instagram age. Like I'm fine with all that. TikTok, I don't know how it fucking works. I have no idea what's going on at the time. The same thing with Snapchat for me. Like Instagram's like right at the point when like my understanding of it kind of slipped to where like now we use it to announce things, but outside of that, I kind of, I have my personal circle where I share stuff with, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Do you ever cry while watching an emotional film?
Oh, all the time. Are you kidding me? Oh, Waterworks.
Good
emotional person for sure.
Yeah,
I am glad that they've done away with commercials because I used to cry through those too.
Man, some of the commercials. There's what was the last one I saw? The last one was like I think it's Kroger. It's like a grocery store brand or something.
Kroger.
But it's this old dude looking up the recipe for like apple pie that his wife used to make.
Oh, the cartoon.
Man. That thing, I was watching that and I was like bawling at the end of it. I was like, what's wrong, Kroger? You need to chill out.
Yeah, and it's like animated, right?
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like big all over again. I'm like, stop. Bigger up's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good cry is, yeah.
I get caught every once in a while. Some will hit me the right way, and it definitely, I'm not the type of person that holds that back. I think you gotta feel that stuff when it comes up for sure.
Yeah. All right. Before we close out, we got about 5 more minutes. I want to do the dish, but before I do that, I do have a few questions I want to do. What's something you're guaranteed to buy or do at a state fair?
Funnel cake, corn dogs, and ride the UFO.
Yeah, mine's buy a Chinese star or some kind of cheap knife.
Oh, you're talking about swap meet right now, bro.
Yeah, that is like a very swap meet thing. But our state fair in Utah always, the one in Utah always had Chinese
they always
stars.
have all that junk for sale.
I love it. I love a good junk.
You do love junk.
I do. I don't know. I'm fucking way into it.
Is this an interview or we turn into an intervention about
I know.
habits right now?
It's a daily intervention.
It is. What's a more trustworthy source? Bill Nye the Science Guy or LeVar Burton?
I wish you would have said Beekman from Beekman's World, but I'm going to go with Bill Nye. I like Beekman better. Beekman was a little more trustworthy.
I don't even know who that is. What was his show?
You don't remember Beekman's World?
Like
I don't think so.
A Muppet?
No, it was the
That's Beaker.
Same thing. You got to check. I'll send you a link for it. It was the same thing as Bill Nye, but it was like a little more sketchy. Like there was a giant guy in a rat suit, always smoking a cigar with tattoos.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he looks like Kramer too.
Yeah, and they'd always do the same thing. They'd solve some sort of science mystery.
How funny.
But yeah, it was
Never
an
heard of him.
interesting show.
Well,
I
was
see
that
the
something that
rat.
you watched when you were younger then?
Yeah, it was definitely
Was that-
around the same time. I think he was
Yeah.
the direct competitor of Bill Nye. For sure.
So I miss it though. Like it was something you would have had to watch back then, right? To really, yeah. Shit, I missed it.
Yeah, I did too. This rat looks funny.
Oh, he's great. He's the biggest
Like a
piece of
pear.
garbage.
With some ears.
All right, let's do the. What's a better date movie? Tu Wong Fu or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Tu Wong Fu.
My daughter just watched that. She I don't know.
She liked it.
What was your first car?
1984 Ford Ranger.
Oh, are you a car guy?
Do like cars? Yes.
Yeah.
Cars or truck or SUV?
Depends on what it is. I got a 96 ragtop Cadillac. That's my daily driver. I got my grandfather's 1974 Ford F100. It's getting restored right now.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a truck. And I drive a motorcycle too, so I kind of like a little bit of everything.
Okay.
What kind of bike you ride?
2015 Yamaha Bolt. It's like a little 950.
Yeah, we used to cruise the VTX 1800.
Okay.
Man, that fucking bike was like I could tow a boat with that fucking bike.
Huge. That's gigantic. I got 950. I am good. I've laid that thing down a couple times. Like That's more bike than I need. Anything bigger than that's too big.
It's been a while since I've been on a bike since we had the kids. So
you got more to lose now.
That's right. That's what happened. She stopped riding with me, and I was like, "This is no fun."
I would have thought it got more fun.
Well, I mean, yeah, if I was gonna, yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, he likes you. He likes you a little bit.
What was the last vacation that you had?
Oh, Hawaii. We all went out to Hawaii a couple months back. I just got back I went to LA and San Clemente for a little bit. Yeah, Denver coming up is going to be the next one. Like we're vacation mode for sure.
Good. Are you going to stay a couple extra days?
Yeah, I got an Airbnb literally a block away from the venue. So
nice. Killer.
We're going to just hang out and have a good time.
Good.
Smash and grab.
Embrace it.
All right, here we go. Let's hit you with the dish, and then we'll get some plugs and let you get out of here.
All right.
Who deserves a Jivin Scientist diss track?
Mr. Barner, my 5th grade teacher.
We're looking forward to hearing that one then.
We got some beats to sell.
Your favorite professional wrestler?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh yeah, that's right. Got that one. Favorite rapper?
Rakim or Guru?
Oh, cool. Best TV commercial ever?
That's a big...
I'm going to go with probably the Kroger Old Man Apple Pie.
Oh.
Still in my head.
Yeah.
Favorite TV sitcom or TV show, past or present?
Alf.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Belvedere.
We talked about Mr.
one.
Belvedere. I thought that was a pretty cool show. Favorite child star?
Sailor Moon Fry, Punky Brewster.
Oh, yeah. I crushed on her hard. Favorite visual artist?
Mike Giant, Rebel 8.
Yeah. Best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Commando.
Ooh, stick around, Bennett. Oh, no, wait, no. Let off some steam. That's what he says.
Yeah. Alyssa Milano, young Alyssa Milano. I was like, who are you? I love you.
Best song you ever wrote?
Snapple Facts, never released. It's just an entire song where I'm reciting the Snapple Facts underneath the caps.
Nice.
Oh, that's funny.
Is it anywhere? Can be found anywhere, or is that one's okay? That
Maybe
one's
one day.
Worst song you ever made?
Snapple Facts.
Awesome.
Also, why it's not out. It's either that or we had a secret track on our first album called Beans Beans. It was an entire song about farting. So
awesome. Where did it lie on the hidden track? Is it at the end or?
It was the very last song on our album. There's only like 300 physical copies ever burned, and it was 3 minutes of silence into the song.
Yeah, remember all the different ways you used to try to throw a hidden track on? Like you would add like 50 tracks.
Yeah,
and you had to hide it at the end, or
we used to do all kinds of weird stuff. I did a whole album one time that was all subliminal messaging underneath everything. So we did like, if you were to mute every other track, you could hear me talking, just saying a bunch of nonsense. And ironically, that ended up being one of our most successful projects.
Oh, that's cool. All right, what's the worst thing to put on a pizza?
Anchovies. I don't know, something about the fact that you're eating the whole fish. It's just
a
little weird.
And whose music are you excited to share with others?
My friends, Defy, my buddy Wake, people that I grew up with, Cash Lansky, Marley B, Tommy Will. These are all people that like I work with constantly or have worked with, and just to see how amazingly talented they've all become. Fan, all of the music he makes. I just love sharing stuff that I actually know the people making.
Does Fen make music? Like how would we find? Can we find just Fen's music?
So he does production spots for other people. So he's got a lot of stuff out with Marley B. You can find. He's got stuff out with Cash. I think I'm not. I know he's busy, but I think in the coming years you're probably going to see some stuff come out from him. Cool. It might be just solo production or working with other artists and stuff like that. So I'm always excited when he starts working with other people. He does a lot of really cool stuff. So,
and then your last two questions out of the dish: who would you make a banger with if you were given the chance?
I think just on some dream level stuff, I'd love to work with Banks or Tara Jr. These are two like pop singers that I'm really into.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to have like us do songs together. That'd be rad. And then from a rap level, Rakim, man. If I could work with Rakim one time, that would be it for me.
Not Ant Banks. Ant Banks on the mic.
I would love to work with Ant Banks. If you guys can line something up with Ant Banks, let me know.
So dope.
Well, isn't Stills and Banks? Isn't that other group, Stills and Banks, where it's RZA and that other guy?
Oh,
and RZA's Banks.
Yeah, have you heard that album?
No.
It's cool. It's
Stills
like
and
space. It's kind of like, what would you say that is, Adrienne? It's
The guy who the still, and I'm sorry I do this, but the Stills guy reminds me of like an Ozzy's voice.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
it's kind of like rock, but also RZA.
Yeah, RZA. Yeah, it's a cool collaboration. And then the last one, I don't even know why I put it in the dish, but I don't know. He's been driving me nuts. But what the fuck is up with Kid Rock?
He's Kid Rock, man. The guy, he's like, you'd be crazy too if you're a Kid Rock.
That's probably true.
What happens when the whole world's paying attention to you for no apparent reason, and then all of a sudden they stop for like 15 years?
You find a reason.
You're trying to get some attention.
That's right.
Same thing's wrong with Britney Spears. Same thing's wrong with Fred Durst. It's like all the same time frame, and they're all losing it.
I see what happens. I don't know what's happening. I've never seen anything from Fred Durst, but I do follow Britney Spears on Instagram. It's fun.
Oh, I love it. We shit show all the time. It's great.
Well, that was the dish. And then FMK, Fight, Marry, Kiss. James Earl Jones, James Spader, and James Woods.
Kiss James Spader, marry James Earl Jones, and fight
James Woods.
Yeah,
absolutely. He needs a slap. He needs a slapping around. All right. Thanks for joining us, man. It was awesome. Here's your final philosophical question, then we'll let you plug your whatever we can plug.
All right.
Since you're a Jivin Scientist, here's your philosophical science question. What is consciousness?
Jesus. The self-awareness of your independence in the universe. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah. Okay. So how does that affect in 20 years from now when it's all AI or visual? I guess it's the exact same. Your awareness of whatever.
If you're an independent being and you're self-aware of that, that would be you being conscious of your existence. I think that area gets grayer and grayer with AI and things like that. I think
because then you end up in the Matrix in one of those. Isn't he like in a gel suit inside of, and they're plugged into his brain?
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
That's where we're headed to, Matrix.
Yeah. I know. Or even like, I don't know if you've seen the movie about Ex Machina.
Oh yeah.
We are. All those movies are giving us signs.
People are scared of that shit. I'm with it. If you can put a little robot, if they want to put a little robot in there and washes my dishes and sweeps, and in 20 years I have to start like having an actual friendship with it as opposed to just telling it what to do, I'm good. I already got a Roomba. That thing fucking kicks ass.
No kidding.
With it, whatever we got to do to advance my situation so I can do more of what I like to do and less of what I don't like to do.
Well, that's funny. Real quick, we saw some sort of writing or article about kids these days are losing manners because of things like Siri and stuff. Like no one says please or thank you anymore because they just yell out.
Oh, our kids do. Our kids get mad at me when I yell at the Alexa.
Our kids got good manners, but most kids don't. What can we expect from you over the next few years?
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
I was just going to say kids don't get hit anymore. I used to get shit slapped out of me. So it's probably a good thing. I understand. I'm just saying my manners came from, I got in trouble when I didn't have them. So
yeah. What was that line that Dose One said, Adrienne, with us once? He's like,
he needs to get punched.
Yeah,
he never got punched.
People, he was talking about people like no one's got the punched in your face manners. That's where you learn.
It changes things, man. You think about what you're gonna say whenever you've been hit in the face, for sure.
That's right. What can we expect from you over the next few years?
We're really gonna take a moment right now. Try to really celebrate and embrace the fact Cicada's done. We worked so hard on it. I'm one of those people, I got to work. So I'm hoping to get back to work in the next couple of months on some new projects. Finn, Finn's busy running his business and traveling, but I'm sure you're going to hear something out of him pretty soon too. We're definitely going to be a little more active separately in the next couple of years for sure. Hopefully just putting more music out and sharing more stuff and getting to work.
Music's on the docket though for the next while.
Yeah, for me for sure. I haven't written anything in 2 years, so I've been doing guest spots and stuff, but I haven't written songs and stuff. So I'm hungry to get back to it.
There's a build up.
Cicada's been done for almost 2 years now at this point.
Yeah, and how long? So I guess it's probably been 4 years since you've wrote anything then.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're getting to the point where I've done guest spots and stuff like that, but I'm one of those people. I've always got to have a project I'm working on. I don't feel valid unless I do. So yeah. I'm going to get back to it, and we'll see. Hopefully, we'll pitch it to Strange and see how they feel about it, and they want to put it out. Cool. If not, then we'll get it out somehow. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then, what's the best way for people to stay informed with your moves?
Definitely the Strange Famous website. All their social media. They're really good about updating everybody on what's going on. Even with our last tour, they were doing announcements for that and stuff. So the show list, our artist page on there is probably the best resource. Outside of that, our Instagram's just Jivin Scientists, Facebook, our website's nothing right now. It's just an image, but we'll probably get on that pretty soon too. So
all right. And what's your MySpace? Just kidding.
Jivin Scientists also. You can get all of our music there.
It was really a pleasure chatting with you, man. I'm glad that we got to get you in. This episode I should air tomorrow night, as long as I get the time to edit it. I got to finish your drawing. I'll get it sent out to you. Do you have any final words for the people?
Just click like and subscribe and check out this podcast as much as you can. It's probably the best thing you can do for yourself right now.
Well, thank you. All right, man. Thanks. We went 11 minutes over. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to get better at keeping it in the 45.
Don't sweat it. Hey, next
Can't
time
wait to drink a beer at your spot. You know what? We will. And you know what? We're going to see you in Denver, so.
Let's go.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
The age of 8, my brother caught me with a right hook and laid me flat onto the ground. He damn near knocked the teeth out my mouth. I could still hear that sound.
That was brilliant. Did you see? The guests or people out there can't see, but I've put this big giant clock right here in front of me. I have one coming in Amazon. This is my phone, but I have one that tells me the time, and it changes colors when I'm over.
I saw that.
It's helpful though. It kept me in line, and then in my notes I marked where I want to be at what time.
Just a correction. It's Banks and Steels. Steels and Banks.
Shit, Adrienne, way to fart that all.
And then his Snapple song reminded me of this nostalgic song.
18 Batman, Battle of the Planets, Berenstein, Bears, Brown, Hornet, Bugs, Bunny, Bullwinkle, Captain America, Captain Caveman, Captain N, Care Bears, Deputy Dog, Dragon Slayer, Droids, DuckTales, Dungeons and Dragons, Ewoks, Fantastic Four, Fat Albert, Flintstones, Force 5, Froghorn, Leghorn, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, Gigantor, GoBots, Godzilla, Grape Ape, Hanna-Barbera, He-Man, Incredible Hulk, Jabberjaw, Johnny Quest, Letterman, Littles, Looney Tunes, Mask, Masters of the Universe, Merry Melodies, Mighty Mouse, Martha, Mr. Magoo.
It's similar, but it's nostalgic.
Well, and then Tom Waits has a song out where he's just reading he's either just reading a newspaper or an auction, or he's doing it in auction style, but he's just reading.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
I can't remember what it is that he's doing.
And then a couple things I wanted to say. Oh, he brought up the rat, and I know that we're going to hurry and get off.
No, you're fine.
But I really was thinking about this long and, well, actually just for maybe 5 minutes, but I was thinking I should have been the rat czar in New York. I had no idea that they had an ad out for it, but I would have been such a good rat czar.
Yeah, but then you'd have to live in New York.
Well, I could figure out the problems.
Well,
for
put
me
that
anywhere.
in perspective for anyone that's listening.
Oh, New York just put out an ad at some point, I don't know when, for a rat czar they were going to hire.
They have a very serious rat problem in New York City, and they need someone.
And they just hired some random mom. I mean, they could have hired this random mom. I actually
what
have
would you
ideas.
have done? Well, so does you don't know that the rat czar doesn't.
I would have,
ideas.
had them You'd have to put some money in. You have to sort your garbage and do composting offsite. They'd probably have to take it like...
That's what she's put into place.
Oh, she did?
Well, she's doing it. You can only take your garbage cans out at a certain time.
No, but they're not sorting. You're not removing your food waste and taking that outside of the city. They're still doing all their garbage
You'd
together.
just be pissing off all the New Yorkers.
Maybe.
But that's the thing.
But I should have been the rat czar.
If you want to get rid of a problem like that, everybody needs to chip in. Like it's if you hate the rats.
I mean, it wouldn't be so hard. You know those bear-proof, raccoon-proof garbages? So if everybody just bought these compostable, biodegradable little bags for their food waste, and then they took those out to one of those bins.
But see, you already just said the one word that this is why it's already a problem, because you said if everybody just bought these.
Okay, if the city brought you these, like Seattle gives them.
Do they?
Seattle does this.
Yeah.
But they don't have a rat problem, I don't think. So they just have regular suburban garbage cans, but you just have to get those bear-proof ones, and you have to take it out yourself. I could have been the rat czar. That's all.
I was gonna, I think that, we'd have to live in New York, I think.
I don't think I would. I could do that from anywhere.
You would probably be a good rat czar. Maybe that should be your MC name.
I think my MC name would be Buzzkill.
That was a cool chat. I hope we chatted about Tucson, Arizona a lot, but I am a fan of Tucson. I always have been.
You know what it's making me want really bad?
Let me think. A coffee from the Che.
From Epic? No. That other one?
That
no.
one, yeah.
Pine nuts.
Oh,
remember they always sell pine nuts there.
Maybe I should just apply to the 4th Avenue. We can go again this year. It was a cool show in the winter.
We'll get there. We'll be bitching the whole time.
We will be,
Why
but
are
still.
we here?
I don't know. Yeah, it's been so long since we've done it. I get a lot of people.
But we
still
could go to
emailing me about it.
Thunder Canyon Brewery.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Maybe he'll have something vegetarian-ish for me.
Well, yeah, that was a cool chat. Really, this is no bullshit. I had really only discovered Jivin Scientists through Strange Famous and through Sage Francis, and I'm a fan. It's really good. Their music is really good, and it's really moody. And I apologize if that's not the way they would describe it, but I like it. It's got like it gets me in the feels. Not like a Kroger commercial, but it does get me. It gets me into like a thinking mode, and Runt's raps and his style is it sits in the pocket really well. And he ain't lying. That's a perfect matchup between them and Strange Famous. So I'm glad they're with the Strange Famous label, and I hope that relationship will thrive and continue on from there. As far as we go, we got this episode just for you right now. I saw that Sage Francis had posted they have sold over 2,500, not sold, but they had over 2,500 people RSVP for the Strange Famous Fest at the Levitt Pavilion in Denver, Colorado. If you're planning on going, just go. You have to register, or can you just show up at the door?
No, you register.
Oh, you have to register for the
RSVP.
free
Yep.
to get your free tickets. So do that, because it's going to be fun. 2,500 is a lot of people, but I think the venue
but it's
fits
huge
6,000.
and it's outdoors.
Let's get
it's
some
nice
more
summer
people
night.
over there.
It's a nice summer night.
Plus, we're going to be there. I mean, shit. Everyone's looking forward to that. All right, well, let's get out of here. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Next week, we will have the Meter Maids in, and that will air the Wednesday right before the Saturday night Strange Fame Fest, where we will be doing our final episode for this season, and that we're going to do that on location at the Strange Famous Festival. So we'll be covering it there, and then that'll be our last episode of this season, and then we're gonna have to go on break for a little while because we got a lot of shows coming up.
Okay.
Come see me in Chicago, Illinois, if you're anywhere around there this upcoming weekend. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy drawing, happy conversing, and thanks for conspiring with us. Any final words, Adrienne? That's it from DOD45. We out. Peace.
DOD45.
Thank you for joining in on yet another episode of the DOD45 Show. Please hit the subscribe or follow button so that you never miss an episode. You can even go one step further by leaving us a review on the YouTube stream or on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever it is that you stream our show from. You can find me at Art by Tai on all the socials or at artbytai.com. And if you'd like to follow the DOD45 Show on social media, we're at DOD45W on Instagram, or you can go over to our website at DOD45.com where you can shoot us an email, join our mailing list, and watch all of our past episodes. Consider joining us for a live chat on the YouTube premieres of episodes every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Peace.